Coin traders, what is going on? Looking at ICP Internet Computer once again, specifically this next big rally and leg. And if you are following me over here on Twitter or X, just about an hour and a half ago, made a tweet and post about potential here, especially given the current shape up and setup and pattern right now for what was potentially about to happen on ICP. So as you can see, this chart was looking at the 1 hour. Essentially, we were looking at this very nice test, little rally, and had a pretty sharp rejection, but we'll talk about it here in a second. We did have an overall rejection from this trend line, and that's why we're going to be looking at the upside target of about 1705, which would be from current prices at that point, about 17.5% gain. So make sure you are following me here over on Twitter or X. Do post a lot of great things like this. At coin_trades is the handle. Looking forward to chatting with everyone over on Twitter or X. So yeah, right now, essentially what we were looking at is the $15 psychological level, which is where we did reject from on this move. So retraced pretty well. And actually, if we pull up a Fibonacci from this low to this current trend high, you can see that we were actually looking at 61.8. So it had a nice rejection, and especially now with a lot of nice volume here showing that follow through. That is exactly what we need to see. So we need to see this price movement. And then once we actually broke through this downsloping trend line, we were on our way, especially with a lot of this nice upside volume. So now don't necessarily think that we're just going to see a complete run up to the $17, 1705 level. And we actually probably will be better off having a little bit of retracement, but we do know that that is the next upside target. So right now, especially about 15% gains, if we actually retrace down to about the $15.30 or $15 psychological level, that wouldn't necessarily be the worst thing, especially backtesting this resistance point. And then as long as that is confirmed, showing that follow through, then that would be the next opportunity to actually rally up and see this target. Above that, then we would be looking at $20 psychological and then 22 on top of that. So now, just because I say we would actually be looking still okay if we do see a retracement doesn't mean that that's what's going to happen. We could very well still see and continue another constant upside move, but we know that typically even on all of this previous move, which was exponential on the longer term charts, we actually did on the shorter term start to see a little bit more of that saw pattern. But yeah, so right now, still from the current price, just over 16, still looking at about a 5, almost 6% rally to the upside. So still a decent way to go, and also still nice upside gains. And so now I actually want to flip over into the 4-hour chart here and talk about this as well, because we do want to look at our next upside targets. But we know that with all of these moves, we have actually been seeing a little bit of decrease in overall peak bullish buying. So we know that overall, we're starting to see a little bit of exhaustion coming on, which is also typically when we do start to see our final vertical leg of a long or otherwise parabolic move. So typically, like we always say, we see these parabolic moves, then they sit sideways, consolidate for a little bit, and then that forms the next parabolic move point. And then ultimately that consolidates again, then we form the next parabolic move point. So that's why really up ahead, we could actually see an extremely explosive move before we get a blow off top. But ultimately, that would be something that we are going to be looking out for, is just how vertical this really gets within what short of a period of time. Because the more vertical it does get, the more a significant retracement and sell-off event with a blow-off top is likely to occur. So yeah, expectation for now is a rally up within the next day or so, probably to test this upside resistance point at 17. If we do clear that, then like we said, we would be looking to about the $20 psychological. But we will be checking in, and that's why it's important to make sure you are following me over on Twitter or X, because we will be posting updates a lot more frequently than doing these videos. But also let me know how you like the shorter video format and these quick little updates based on the pattern. Figured because we talked about it and we did have that really nice explosive rally right now, that it'd be good to actually cover this move and provide a little update in that instance. So yeah, let me know how you like these shorter thoughts and kind of predictions and discussions for the shorter term here, and especially a lot of the shorter term charts like the 15-minute and hourly here. So make sure to drop me a follow and subscribe if you have not done so just yet, and the like button if you did enjoy the video. But otherwise, drop me a note down in the comments sections below if you do have any questions, comments, concerns, disagreements, all that fun stuff. But otherwise, thanks for all the continued love and support. Stay safe, take care, and I'll catch you back in the next video.